because Atletico Madrid is trash, they finish last and are out of Europe completely
That
on 5 points.
that's one of like the best things ever. Like that's the flame out I wanted Barcelona to do, and that's like so good.
I mean, Caesar with the COVID sneeze. Um, no, I mean, honestly, this group on paper is like rough. Like nobody's watching these matches, but like the fact that Atletico Madrid, like they Atleti, like I don't know what's going on with Simeone and Joao Felix, but we've been saying since day one that he shouldn't have gone there, and it sucks that he's there. But like now, Simeone is just like not even playing him for whatever reason,
Well,
and like
there's
and
a reason. There's a reason.
well, I saw Joao Felix came in the match in La Liga this past weekend. Um, he scored a nice goal from outside the box, and then there was like an overhead kick that got it was on frame, but I think it got counted as an own goal. Um, Atleti, we've been saying for so long about Simeone, like it just doesn't make sense. Like you have good players, you've had good players, and you just choose to not like just to like rein them in and like not let them play good football for whatever reason. And this is what happens, dude. And it's not even gonna matter. Like it's not gonna matter. He's literally gonna just be celebrated as like it's 10 years ago. It's like, no, dude, like this is a team with a lot of money, the highest paid coach in the world. Y'all should be doing, but you're signing players for $100 million. You should be doing better than this.
I agree. I mean, I think one of the bigger issues is that Simeone has like that. He every time I think of Simeone, I think of that Kanye line where he said like, "I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas won't fire me." Like that line that Kanye said
You
on
gotta
Drake.
you gotta do it like Kanye did it though.
I can say anti-Semitic things about Jewish people, and Adidas can't
Okay,
fire
first of all,
me.
you're way off.
Isn't that how he does it?
I can say anti I can say anti-Semitic shit and Adidas won't drop me.
And it won't drop me. Then he says the
You
second
know,
time he's gonna go slower.
you
He's like, I'm
see?
gonna go
No,
slower.
dog, no,
I'm
you
gonna go
messed me up, dude.
slower.
I can say anti-Semitic shit and Adidas won't drop me. Now what?
You did too fast. I can say anti-Semitic things about this.
See?
I can say anti-Semitic shit about Adidas.
Oh my god. Anyway, I think the Kanye line that most describes Simeone is "I am a god." Damn Minaj.
Yeah. It's probably out of the biggest clubs in the world, probably one of the most horrific formations I've ever seen in terms of setting up offense and making a constructive offensive plays, and especially one of the worst teams for development of players.
Oh,
I'd
the
say
worst.
it's literally like
Well, I'd rather you go to LA Galaxy.
it, I'm sure that Hickey Puig little dude has developed significantly more playing in LA than he would if Barcelona sent him to Atletico. Like he's already probably gotten so much better doing that.
For
It's
sure.
detrimental for you. It's not even, but it used to be for 2 years constructive for the success of the club, but not constructive to the player. Neither is happening anymore. There's no success on either ends. So when the well runs dry, what are we still doing here? When Joao Felix went, we legit said on here, I'm like, that sucks. Like, this is a talented kid. There's a lot of talent there. He almost reminds me of like a little bit like more silky, like a little faster version of like De Jong. Like De Jong is a deeper center mid because he's more two-way, but like he's like a good like that's a kid you can form into a traditional cam. Like
But Caesar,
he's not a nine. He's right
no,
behind
no.
the striker. He can get it cracking. He's silky, and you're never gonna be able to do that effectively at Atletico Madrid. Like it does not work like
But you
this.
know what sucks? It's like he's been there so long. It's like hard to know what he even does anymore. It's like I don't even know what he is anymore because
You
I
know what he
haven't
is?
seen him
All
play.
they do is they run like a 4-4-2 or a 5.
Yeah,
free,
usually a 4 for
whatever,
2.
and they just have him like kind of floating around. And I'm like, you're not going to get better if you just throw someone up in the front and you're just like, find a way to do something. Our defense will cover you. You
Or
do that to a player that like a Falcao is a player that is like, oh, I've had this staple, this game I've created. I can make opportunities happen in the moment. You don't do that to a 19-year-old on
and,
this team that has no offensive. Real Madrid did it, but they have a system. They said, here's the system, here's the offense we run. Be aggressive here, and things will come to you if you make yourself opportunity and keep working hard.
but even with Joao Felix, I've seen matches where like he's dropping back
He's all
hella
over the
far.
place.
He's like literally like back there at Griezmann playing
I've seen
CDM.
him play right striker, and then he's like a left center, left
A
wing
left
back.
back. A
I'm
left
like,
back.
this is what are we doing here?
No,
Like
it's really
they
bad.
got
And
Griezmann playing CDM.
oh, literally, he's like slide tackling more than Verratti. Uh, like it's really bad, and like I don't know. It's just unfortunate that a team with so much potential as far as like fan base, and they got a brand new stadium and they got a lot of money, they can't make a situation where they're doing things consistently good with good players and developing players. It's really a shame, and they're literally paying a dude. Whoa, they're having a dude out there that's getting the highest wages in the world to like with no pressure. And I actually seen something they were talking about like, they were talking about Simeone maybe going to Tottenham. And I'm like, that'd be really great. This dude goes from one club with no pressure to another club with no pressure. Like there's
He
no
goes gonna
pressure to
be.
win.
There's no pressure for him to win there. There's no pressure for him to like literally. You got videos of people put Conte cheering because Tottenham was beating Marseille in Europa League. I'm like, yeah, but also Tottenham has like a $450 million budget every year. So this is a crowning achievement. I'm like, all right, man. Like I like to see a coach just like. I mean, we're supposed to win this. Like
Yeah,
literally, I want a coach to go to coach at Tottenham and then be in Europa League and be like, honestly, we're
they're in
supposed.
Champions. They're in Champions League.
Well, you know what I mean. Like you're supposed to like these games are supposed to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like so
yeah.
so it's like I Simeone. It's so annoying, and it sucks that players' careers have entirely been destroyed or like adjusted in some unforeseen way for really eyeball emoji financial moves. Like the China moves were kind of weird. With some of the players, I'm like that's an interesting that you're sending a player to a team that's also a big sponsor for your club out there,
Built your
and then he just
stadium.
comes back,
Built your
and they were like
stadium.
loaning players there. I'm like,
Built that stadium, and also Wanda Corporation also owns AMC
I'm like,
Theaters.
suspect emoji. I don't know what's going on there. So
Exactly.
yeah.
But anyway, let's go to